Hello there, all you beautiful people. My name is Lebushki, and welcome to LEGO Harry Potter Years 1 through 4. Now, this is a game I've been wanting to return to for a long, long time. The Harry Potter games are some of my absolute favorite in the franchise. You may ask, why? Well, there are magical characters in the other LEGO video games that we've played, but it was just the world building and the amount of creativity put into this game that really sold it for me. I just I love the idea of exploring Hogwarts. I love the idea of using the different spells, the different magic to complete objectives. I've just loved what they've done with the Harry Potter games. I played them a ton on the Wii, and I have never walked away unsatisfied. So here I am playing it for the channel and hoping that I won't walk away unsatisfied, which I probably won't. Anyways, I myself am a big Harry Potter fan, as pretty much I would expect most people are. And I figure that these games, I mean Harry Potter Years 1 through 4 and 5 through 7, are long, long, long overdue an updation. An updation? What is that? They are long overdue an updated iteration. Newer character models, newer styles, new voices, stuff like that. I want another Lego Harry Potter video game. So as soon as Legacy of the Dark Knight comes out, TT Games has two options to completely and utterly satisfy me. New Lego Harry Potter, new Lego Lord of the Rings / Hobbit. It's not hard. In fact, all things considered, it's probably really easy. But we are long overdue an update for some of these. Maybe Harry Potter more than Lord of the Rings. But I only say that because the Lego Lord of the Rings game isn't available on Xbox, and that's really, really unfortunate. Anyways, without further ado, let's just dive on into it. I love this world, as I'm sure most people do, because Harry Potter is one of the biggest franchises ever. Let's just get started. This is one of the Lego games without voices, so it's all her, me, grunts and whatnot. Plus, there is an iconic score, one that I've had to lower down so much so because otherwise I will get copyright claimed. And well, we can't have that. Not the most flawless drift, Hagrid. That's alright. As long as he didn't crush that child. Looks like he didn't. Young Harry is okay. Otherwise, if Hagrid killed baby Harry, that would have been a whole different story for this entire universe. It would have been a pretty crazy story for this universe, I'll tell you what. It's really funny to see the older character models just because they're not anything crazy, and all of the hair is just kind of like the exact same, most basic haircut and styles from this time. I'm thinking this was early 2000s at least. I have no idea the exact date, but I do remember playing this like on the Wii, so it's definitely a bit older. Dude, Dudley was just annihilating that banana in the background. There's not much I can say, but he was doing something fierce. He is just absolutely destroying all the food there. That man is a freaking food enjoyer. Vernon is tweaking out right now over these letters. I'm also playing the not updated, but like well, yeah, I guess so. Updated but graphically updated version of the Lego Harry Potter games. Just because I don't think you can play the regular ones on Xbox anymore. Oh, we're in London. How terrible. Have a Lego game in London? Oh yeah, it's really just it looks so good. And I don't know if that's Harry's attack is just a roll. And honestly, I love that. I love that so much. It's just one of the most simple games, I think, and it's some of the most fun because you can really, with, I mean, with any magic character, the the ideas and the things that happen are pretty much unlimited, and that's what's so fun about this kind of thing. It's what I particularly enjoy about this series, and obviously, there's that little bit of nostalgia that I get from playing this game, all the studs and everything. Now I remember that the hold on, anything that the collectibles. Obviously, it's True Wizard. I remember that, but it's also you also have to like be very precise with the what are they, uh, like what you use your magic on. Just because your spells will just randomly go everywhere if you're not careful. So like you actually have to use the reticle like quite a lot. But I remember we've got True Wizard, which is pretty general, and then we've got oh, what is it? What's it called? The Hogwarts Crest, and then Student in Peril. So that's about six things to do. So not really much, but I know for the sake of like time, most games have like up to 10 mini kits, so I don't usually worry about them. I don't care as much in the Lego Harry Potter games if I get the mini kits, just because it's a it's just a whole different thing, and it doesn't bother me at all. Could this lady get out of my way? Well, you see right there, we did the whole like dancing table thing. We just turned a candle into a rocket. It's the ideas and the creativity in this kind of thing are just un unparalleled in terms of ideas, at least in my opinion, my humble and very professional opinion. We just fool around with everything, decorate this place up real nice. Like, what's there to hate about this game? Nothing, absolutely nothing. Plus, I also really enjoyed the open world. The idea of getting like a whole spell wheel and being able to unlock different spells. I just think it's just a great design. I'm not in love with these people trying to take my crest. I just want to. There we go. Oh wait, there's also characters too. You can unlock up to three characters in each Lego game or each level, not Lego game. I always did like that. I do like the ideas of being able, or I do like the idea of being able to unlock characters as you play the game. And when you do so, it makes it a bit more fun. There's a bit more, variation of things to collect. Because yeah, we got the crest in the corner, the student in the other corner. I'm just thinking that this is just like how we do things. Just unlock whatever we can find, whoever we can, build the wall, and knock our way into Diagon Alley. Woohoo! Just something. This game is just like a level of simplicity that's really fun. And as someone who enjoys the Harry Potter series, like I assume most people do, maybe not so much anymore, since J.K. Rowling is kind of a controversial figure for many now. But I'm seeing we have Professor Quirrell out here, as well as Malfoy. Both their characters are out and about here, probably looking to cause some trouble. Well, that typically is a bit more of Malfoy than anyone else. Oh, I can't do anything with that. Is there? I think there's gotta be a stud on the edge of these. Typically where they'd hide them. Hagrid's very angry. I was just gonna harass Malfoy for the sake of, well, all the trouble he's gonna cause us. That's not what I wanted to do, but it's really funny because Hagrid cannot fit in that barrel for the life of him. He's a big fella. Got a decent amount of studs from that. All right, here's our first student in peril. Oh wait, do I have to? I think I have to put Harry up there because Harry has to save him, or at least go up there. Yep. Plus, if I remember correctly, oh well, apparently I remember incorrectly. I thought that the student in peril usually gives you like some studs, but apparently not today. Very unfortunate. No purpose to saving him at this point, then, huh? Guess I just gotta move on with my life. Harry can't even build either. That's pretty. That's pretty lame. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, but he can destroy. Except for that one. That's one of the bouncy chairs. I just gotta see this. Can Hagrid ride this? Yo, that's crazy. Now it just looks like he's throwing it back. He's throwing it back crazy style. Oh yeah, let's just run over Malfoy, because that's just satisfying. Freaking pulling up on Malfoy. He's gonna run him over. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Sorry, sir. They also reuse that hairstyle a lot. They reuse a lot of hairstyles, actually. Just like that basic hairstyle, the one that both Vernon and Dudley had. Yeah, right there, that guy in the blue. And then they reused the one that that girl in the pink has. A lot. Like, so much. It was just kind of like a classic Lego hairstyle. So, it makes sense. But still, seen it like a million times at this point. Especially in older games, too. I mean, there's actually no, even in newer games, they still have characters with that hairstyle. I mean, you think about the Lego Batman game that I've been playing. Riddler has that hairstyle. To at least name one person. Boing. I always enjoyed making the potions as well. That is always, that was always a really fun thing to do. To find the ingredients and everything. Just for the sake of making something explode. Well, that's just rude. They're calling Hagrid fat here. Overweight, something like that. I don't know, but that's pretty rude. Purple stud. Nice. You don't usually get access to purple studs this early. At least I don't feel like you do. But I am not arguing. Oh boy, oh boy. Luckily, we had a sweeper back here to clean up all that toxic goo. Doesn't seem to be toxic this time around. That's a nice change. Just seems to be green goo. Which is, a bit simple. However, we are pulling up with our little sweeper brush to take care of it. Boom. Absolutely beautiful. And there's our Hufflepuff side of the crest. I believe Ravenclaw is the only one that we can't get right away. Do I remember where it is? Nope. Does it matter? No. Oh, I remember. See, I remember this area quite a lot for some reason. Don't know why. But I do. This one's weird, but I love it. I really do. The hardest part about this game is the fact that all the music will copyright strike me instantly. just unfortunate. But there's a lot of like things to do here too, so that I can get studs. Oh yeah, that's where the Ravenclaw thing is. I believe we have to take care of that dragon or something. However, the spell needed for that, also if I remember correctly, is Reducto, which is the destroy silver objects spell. And unfortunately, that is only unlocked in the not fourth season, but fourth episode, Goblet of Fire. Because obviously you get some spells right. It's nice what they do with the spells, where they just kind of hop around and give you different things throughout the time that you're at Hogwarts. There's one thing I really wish. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, once HBO finishes up shooting like their new Harry Potter season, that's probably, if anything, when we would get another Harry Potter game. Which I wouldn't mind, since these ones are based off of the movies, and supposedly the show is supposed to be based off of like the books a lot more, or at least utilize a lot more of the things from the books. And I think that would be really interesting if they could do that, because of there's a lot of parts of the book that go under the radar for the sake of the movie. Now that's a bad thing at all, but there are some things that you know obviously they couldn't include in the books, or sorry, in the movies, due to runtime constraints and everything. Because I mean, one of the things most of all is the fact that these kids are in school. And because of that, there's a lot of the more technical parts of school that are edited out, while in the books, they're fully present. They're talking about classes, they're talking about exams and stuff, and they don't really serve much of a plot. But in the books, obviously, they are, again, students, so it definitely serves a point to them. It's just one of those interesting things that I think could really make the show quite interesting if they did. However, they also have to navigate quite a lot, because there, like I said, there is also still a lot of content. Because at the same time, we also don't want to just completely redo the entire movies. That'll just be boring. It's definitely one of those things that isn't necessary at all, but I'm still like vaguely interested in, just for the sake of I love the series. So we'll see how HBO does. HBO has a pretty consistent quality when it comes to shows and everything. So it feels very weird that they're taking on this series, since it isn't one that needs to be taken on. But again, we shall see. Another thing with this game is that, especially with the magic stuff, you kind of have to snipe it. I'm just trying to get the true stud thing. Stuff like those little ink wells that I'm like launching into the air. Everything's a rocket around here. But launching those in the air, you just kind of have to like be wary of what is and what isn't Lego. That way you can deal with it and take care of it. All of these goblins are exactly the same. No variation. They're like, what if we just reuse the same exact character model over and over again? And Lego was like, you son of a gun, I'm in. It's also, I mean, this area, there is a lot to do stud wise, but it's also really annoying trying to figure out what needs to be done and doing it. Because there is a fair amount, like I said. But like I said, but like I also said, despite there being that fair amount, there's a whole lot of fun to be had from it. That right there, purple stud, booyah, love it. do wish the studs. There we go. 69,000? That's crazy. Could have just made it even 70. That seemed worthwhile, Hagrid. Thank you. Okay. Stack those books and let's talk to our goblin man. Alright, sir. I need my money. Is that guy in the background supposed to be a bank robber? Is that like a mask that he's got on his face? Or is that just like a bad pixel coloring? Oh no, they're about to pull up on him. This man messed with the wrong bank. Gringotts takes their things seriously. Oh my gosh, they just jumped him. This poor guy. He didn't deserve this. There we go. That's what I wanted to be. Also, for doing the light bulbs, I got another purple stud. They're really throwing the purple studs my way. I'm not arguing. Trust me, I am so not arguing. They are lining this place up with blue studs. You can also just drain everything in this game of studs, which is kind of nice too. So I'm assuming, if I remember correctly, that these chests with the silver locks on them, again, you know, we don't unlock that until much later on in the game. But if I remember correctly, they are the characters from this level. And I know there's 3. However, there's 2 chests, so I do not remember where the 3rd one is. But that's part of the fun. Come on, Hagrid. We got to build this. We got to get Harry a wand so badly. Pull up, ask for access. It's funny, all these goblins look exactly the same, and they're all wearing the same fit. The worker uniform, fantastic. Man, Hagrid slammed that thing. Maybe the 3rd character is around here. Oh, yep. I would assume so in that silver chest. Boom, boom, boom. See, the music. Oh, wow. They just got. I mean, we know from the Deathly Hollows that they have dragons around here. But man, they have a lot of dragons around here. This area is. I mean, it's got a key, so let's see if we can open it up. Ooh. Lots of studs in here. We're just breaking and entering into someone else's vault. They don't mind, I'm sure. Never in the history of ever has anyone ever minded being robbed. I don't know what that thing was, but it was kind of freaky looking. But it gave us a purple stud. You know what? I hope that whoever's vault this is, they didn't need it, because honestly, I needed the purple stud more. Their little spider was collecting it, and that's that. Oh yeah, see, another purple stud. All right, Hagrid, lift me up. Beautiful. Lots of purple studs in this first level. Let's get rid of this dragon. As Hagrid, I just gotta get rid of you. All right, Harry, you're about to see your fat stacks. Well, they're not very fat this time around. Oh, they got fatter. Yo, he took them to the club. The Goblin Club. It's interesting that Hagrid's hands have such what's the word, detail on them, because usually they're just simple, and I don't even know what the word is, but they don't have like the finger design. They just have these grippers. Have to go visit Ollivander. Get a nice wand. All right, Harry, without blowing things up. I find it funny that the version of wand testing in this universe is just making things explode. Pretty much, the wand chooses the wizard based off of vibes. There's no other way to put it. It's just based off of vibes, guys. As much as people might want to admit that it's something else. Oh, Harry about an aura farm. Hard aura farming. But he broke it with a sneeze. Very unfortunate. Level complete. Free play unlocked. 3 of the crest pieces. Gryffindor, Slytherin, Hufflepuff. Nice. We got our 100%. Love to see it. Came out in the end at 100,000 studs. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. We did rescue the student, of course, so that's an extra bonus gold brick. 200. So, what I got? Oh, I got 3 out of 200. That is cracking our way into these bricks. Nice, good start. We'll just kind of wait till we get to Hogwarts. Kind of set this thing on its course. Usually, I would stop there, but I know that there's quite a lot of open world stuff to do, so we'll go on for a little longer. Look at all the Weasleys. Oh, Ron and that stupid freaking bowl cut that they give him in this first game. There is not a haircut that I hate more in all of the Lego world than that bowl cut. It just looks stupid. I've had Lego characters, but hopefully it doesn't notice that. I've had Lego characters who've come with that hair, and I'm always like, this is so ugly. This is just not a vibe. The train. But it's funny on Ron because it doesn't fit him either, like at all. So I don't know what their idea was of putting it on him in the first place, because it just looks bad. Whatever. They changed his hairstyle to something far better that makes a lot more sense in the second part of the game. Oh my gosh, they all have the same horrifying blank face. That's terrifying. They have no emotion. This school is a plant for something. Oh, Snape. Still angry, as usual. What a surprise. And my controller batteries are low. That's very unfortunate. Make sure to fix that. Gryffindor. Heck yeah. Oh, Quirrell is over there scheming. He's scheming heavily. I assume the character behind us is Neville, just because they kind of always give him a dumb look, even though he's not really dumb. They really hated on Neville in the first couple movies. Poor guy. And then he got hot, and everyone started to respect him. It was very odd. Anyways, I think that's a good enough place to stop, because I have to do all this and all the fun stuff of like the open world whatnot in the next episode. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this first episode of Lego Harry Potter. I certainly did, and I'm certainly having fun. And it's nice to be back. So hopefully you guys will join me on this epic adventure saga of Harry Potter. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I hope you all have a wonderful day doing whatever it is that you shall be doing. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.